something to talk about. Let's give them something to talk about. How about love, love, love?
What's good, y'all? This your girl Giggs. Welcome back to the channel. I already know. Yo, I'm fucking coming down with like this head cold. I need to take something, but I'm just trying to get rid of it, y'all. I'm trying to get rid of it. This Florida weather ain't fucking off. It got like hot, then you got like cold, then you got like semi-hot, then you got like cool, then you got like windy, then you got like rainy, then you, man, this weather is just fucking fucked up. Put it like that. Anyways, let me just go ahead and say that this video right here, I will be using some explicit language like always. I'm not going to go through my disclaimer, but if you are under the age of 18, maybe you shouldn't listen to this. But being that we all should be on our grown, I'm going to talk about it anyways. Even if you motherfuckers is under the age of 18, everybody got to come out sometimes, you feel me? And this is my coming out story. Yes, for the ones who don't know, yes, I am bisexual. Yes, some people might call me a pillow pillow princess, or I'm just experimenting or whatever, because I don't eat pussy or whatever. I don't know. I don't know the titles to whatever. But yes, a bitch been in between these legs before. I done fingered a few pussies and sucked on a few titties and kissed a few bitches before. No, I haven't ate pussy before, but this is how I represented what I was doing to my mother. You feel me? My father, he died in 97, so I had to come out to my mother and my stepfather. It was easy. It was a piece of cake. It wasn't nothing hard to do. Really, I think my mom, as well as my like sisters and brothers growing up, always thought I was gonna be gay because I was a tomboy growing up. I used to wear boy clothes all the time. I never been with a boy, never talked about boys. I lost my virginity when I was 21. You feel me? In the meantime, in between time, what they didn't know, I was fingering pussies. I was kissing bitches. You know what I'm saying? Fondling titties and shit when I was like 7 or 8 years old. And I do have like this vivid memory. It's not like a whole, you know, what I'm trying to say. It's not like a whole scene of this memory. It's just like a part of the scene of this memory. So I can only remember a part of the scene where I actually think I did eat pussy when I was little, just, you know, licking it and stuff. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. We was little, 7 or 8 years old. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. That's in those days. Y'all remember them days where you used to be like, yeah, that's those type of days and shit. Instead of me grinding on a nigga, I was grinding on little girls and shit. We just, you know, was experimenting shit. But as far as me being an adult and fucking with another bitch, that happened when I was like 24. Yes, 24 or 25. I had moved from Dade County and moved to Lake County at that time. And I was chilling with a friend of mine and I met her cousin. Her cousin liked to be, who happens to be a stud, which is a, you know, like a butch chick, a chick that, you know, doesn't present herself as a female. She likes to wear man clothes, wear men deodorant, men underwear, and sometimes she walk around, herself walk around with a strap on and shit. So yeah, she was a stud. She was attracted to me. She knew that I wasn't experience at all, other than, you know, the little shit, you know, when I was 7 or 8, but I don't tell nobody that because that's the shit right there that just don't count. Y'all know shit that just don't really fucking count. You just don't fucking count it. So I don't fucking count that shit. You know, like when a nigga come up to you and be like, let me stick the dick in and do 2 pumps. 2 pumps ain't gonna fucking count, nigga. Let's think about it. It's not gonna fucking count. You might as well fuck the shit out of me. Do like, you know, 20 to 45 pumps and shit. Or a nigga be like, let me stick the dickhead in. That's it. That's not gonna fucking count. You gotta stick the dickhead into the shaft and, you know, let the nut slap the click and shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put it all in there, thrust it all in there. If you don't do that, then it don't fucking count, you know. Or, you know, if you fucking drunk the too many drinks and shit, and then you see this ugly ass nigga, you fuck with him, and then the next morning you wake up and you see that he's an ugly ass nigga. You look at him and be like, oh shit, I fucking made a mistake. You keep that shit to yourself. So that shit right there, it don't fucking count. You feel me? So that with the little girls and shit when I was growing up and shit, that shit don't fucking count. So what does count is when I was 24 or 25 years old. I don't recall the age, but it's somewhere in there. I met her and she liked me. I didn't really like her. I mean, I thought she was cute or whatever, but I didn't really like her like that because, again, I was inexperienced with girls. So anyways, to make a long story short, I had a party over to my house. It was like a card game. Not really a party, but couple of ladies over and shit, my best friend, and then of course I invited her cousin to come over and shit. So anyways, the party died down, people was leaving, we, you know, was playing cards and shit in my room and shit, and people was leaving and shit, and then my best friend, she went out to the club with her other friend and shit, and her cousin was just gonna wait for her to come back from the club to my house. So that just left me and her cousin there in my room playing cards. To make a long story short, I fell asleep, she fell asleep, and I woke up feeling, you know, fingers on my skin, someone caressing me and shit, and you know, you have to play hard to get. You don't want to like be easy and just be like, yes, put it right there, put it right there. No, you don't want to be like that. You want to take it easy, you want to take it slow. And I knew at that point when she was touching me that I might end up letting her go a little bit further. Although my mouth was saying no, my body was saying yes, because as she was touching me, my body was like, you know what I'm saying, it was like, you know, throwing, you know, like how you fucking somebody, you just don't lay there, you throw it back and shit. So I was just throwing, you know, because, you know, she was touching me in spots and stuff. We're gonna keep that discreet, but those spots did feel good, and I'm just like, you know, instead of moving her away, I'm accepting that touch, and I'm like, you know, meeting her every touch with my body, you know what I'm saying? So she was touching it, and it just felt good. It just felt fucking good. So she was like, you know, are you ready for this? And, you know, we don't have to tell nobody, whatever. I was a little bit scared, but I let her go down, do her thing. She ate the pussy. She did a good fucking job, y'all. She did a good fucking job. She actually ate pussy better than any nigga that was before her. And niggas that's after her, because she actually ate my pussy better than anybody I ever been with before I met the guy that I'm with now. So she had that belt for a minute, boy. She had that champion belt, and everybody know I was with her daddy Chico. I was with her for last year. Me and her was together for 2 months. We was in a relationship actually, but it didn't work out and shit. But she's still my homegirl. She's still my homegirl. But as far as me coming out to my parents, it's like they already knew. I dressed like a boy. I fucking, you know, was a tomboy. I was beating up motherfuckers and shit. I was beating up niggas and shit. So it's like, you know, my mom kind of figured that I was gonna be gay. That's kind of what she figured. So after I had my encounter with the second chick that I've been with, I went ahead and told my mom. I was like 26, 27, and it was like, you know, she was nonchalant about it. She didn't overreact at all. She was just like, what made you choose to go that way? I was like, I don't know. Maybe I'm confused. I don't know. I like it. I don't discriminate against the tongue or whatever. And then it was what it was. She didn't, you know, disown me as a child. She didn't go all, you know, ballistic on me. She actually, like, said okay and called it a day. My stepdad, he's Jamaican, and so, you know, most Jamaicans, they feel like it's not right, you know, they just don't think that it's natural and shit. So he was like, okay, maybe it's just the phase you're going through. He don't know, you know. But they didn't overreact. It wasn't dramatic, you know. Nobody got their teeth knocked out, you know. Nobody got disowned, and it was like they already do. They already do. So that's how it was. And like I told my mom, I don't think I'll ever be able to be in a relationship with a chick again. I mean, I was in a relationship with a chick once. I gave it a try, but it's not for me. I can only say that dick does a body good. Yes, dick does my body good. So I let a bitch eat this pussy all fucking day. But as far as me going down licking a pussy and shit, my mouth, these suck muscles of this tongue is only made for dick. That's it. And food and beverages and shit like that. But I don't think I ever eat pussy. I mean, maybe I will. You know, you can never say never. But it's not on the menu right now. It's not on the menu right now. So yeah, that's like my coming out story. So someone had wrote me on my Gmail and they asked me about it. So I decided to go ahead and do a video about it instead of like writing them back and shit. Cause I know a lot of people probably be wondering, am I gay? Am I bi? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But I am what you call bi, a pillow princess, a bitch that don't, you know, suck but get it, you know, who don't give but receive. Some people might call me stingy or greedy by getting the head and not giving the head and shit, but it's my mouth. I choose to do what the fuck I want to do with it, and pussy ain't on that project right now, so we're gonna leave that shit alone. So I would say that I just don't discriminate against the tongue. I don't know about all these titles and shit like that, but I just don't discriminate against the tongue. You know what I'm saying? And right now, I'm happy. I'm in love. I'm with a guy. And I would never cheat on him with no one. As well as if I was with a chick, I would never cheat on her. But I'm with a guy. And I tend to have a future with this guy. I love him. And hell, we might end up having babies and getting married and shit. Hell. So I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be a female in my future. But right now, I don't see it. So anyways, that's my coming out story, and I hope you guys liked it. This is your girl Giggs. Bye.
Not real hard, it's plain and simple. Not real hard, it's plain